Okay, so this is my video for this sprint. And so originally I was planning to get the whole data input editing done for this sprint, but we ran into some problems with communication with the back end. So meanwhile we were ironing out how we were going to do things, I decided to go ahead and do some optimizations and then add a few small things here and there. So what I went ahead and did is I rewrote a lot of the code for this bottom portion here, which is our event calendar, as well as the slider here, because we noticed we were getting a lot of lag on Android devices. So it seems to run a lot smoother now. And then the other things I did is I changed the way our dummy data system in the background works. So that's the way it retrieves data for the different days. So that stuff is not really visual, but there are a few visual things I added, including this floating action button here. So you click this when you want to create a new task, and it gives you the options for events, tasks, calendars, and categories. Currently, they just open up a dummy page that will be populated soon. Another small thing I added was on the current day, if you scroll down to the current time, you'll have this bar, and that automatically updates every minute, and it shows you the current time. And one more thing I added was in this slide out menu here, we have the list of categories and calendars backward, and you can select them and deselect them. They currently don't actually do anything, but the data for each of these is being grabbed from the dummy data system, so it's not hard coded in. So in the dummy data system, if I were to add another calendar, it would show up here automatically. And that's pretty much it visually for what I've done for this sprint. Let's go to GitHub, and there's actually a few commits by me. So we got one here, 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 and these two, which some of them are merges. And so the first and major one was this one with all the optimizations. If we click into it, you can see there's just tons of stuff that was changed. A lot of optimizations. So some of these files got a lot smaller because the code is not as sloppy. Just a lot going on here, and it just goes on and on and on. And then more recently, this is the most recent one with the adding of like the little time bar and the floating action button and things like that. So those are going to be the files that are just completely green. So like this one is the little time bar. And then other small optimizations and changes to things. And yeah, that's basically it for this sprint. My plans for the upcoming sprint are to actually get the data input and the deleting and viewing data and stuff like that. Try to get that working by the end of this next sprint for sure. And that's it. Thanks.